What's up, YouTube? I'm back here with y'all with another video. I know that's how I say it. Anyway, before I get too caught up on other stuff, besides the point. So yeah, I know it's been like a couple weeks since I made my last video. In my last video, I guess I was just getting to Orlando. So fast forward to now, present day. I kind of, just got a little feel. I'm still in the same area, and I guess I should let you guys in on my situation a little bit. I am, however, homeless. I've been homeless since basically I got down here. I just came down here to make sure, other than my travel endeavors, I basically just, I don't want to get too much into detail with that. Just know that, like, that's my situation, I'm homeless. Let's see. Right now, I'm just kind of like just trying to, I do my daily routine just to make sure I'm staying well-rounded. Health is wealth. So I may be homeless, but at least I got my good health and my good use to my limbs, right? Say amen to that, huh? Ashe. So yeah, anyways, I gotta be real brief with you guys. I mean, not brief, but very straightforward with you guys. Right now, I do have a, kind of like a, some work under the table. So I am working currently. It just, I was planning on like not staying in Orlando for that long, just because like when I had got down here, I know they say you gotta give some places a chance, before you judge right off the bat, and I feel like I did that, all I can say is like my situation or my opinion over Orlando right now is not as bad as it was when I first got down here. I didn't like it, at all. But a lot of that has to do with just not knowing the people, knowing the customs here, and the area. A lot of that has to do with that. I must admit, at the same time, I just planned on going to another part of Florida just to like, see, what my luck brings, And like I said, I'd like to be more transparent with you guys, so you know my situation as far as me being homeless, and me having this job. So I have this job, and the pay's all right. It's enough to keep me afloat, I guess. Just keep money in my pocket. Also, the guy, he's pretty cool. We bumped heads the other day, but he sees that I'm a good worker. It's a family-owned business, and so after we got that understood, we got everything's been good. So I can't really complain. He has promised to work for me. That's good. My only thing is, like, I never really thought in my mind right now that I would make Orlando my home, as I mentioned in other videos, previous videos, I do gig here and there. Yeah, the money's random. Sometimes it's not even $10, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But, you know, it gives me that freedom, you know, it gives me that freedom. It's still, it has its cons, you know, it's just being stressful, carrying, you know, having to maintain my instrument and everything that comes with it, you know, having to pretty much be on point, you know, with the energy and my energy, you know, when I'm performing or I'm singing songs or I'm just, you know, playing the instrument, and not to mention, like, I'm still learning, you know, so that's that, you know, not to mention the things that you deal with while being homeless, you know. It's like you got all these different people, you know, then, you know, some people, you become, you know, after people kind of like notice you, then, you know, because you are, you know, say you go into a new area and it's a community that everybody knows everybody, you know, and then you just come into that community and you try to, like, you're homeless, and, you know, people are going to start to notice you, especially if you like a person that stands out anyway. I stand out, you know, I'm pretty recognizable. So yeah, you know, you have that, you know, you have to start all over. Say, like, I travel, like, I can be here and I'll say, hey, I want to go to Cali tomorrow, you know. I'm in Florida right now, but, you know, and I haven't even explored all of California. I just been there like a month. But anyways, like, and then, you know, you have these kind of like, and, you know, I'll just say this. You have people who want to, like, make advances at you, you know, and I know, man, like, it's easy I feel like that's like, you know, when you know someone's in a situation and they want to get out, a homeless situation or a money situation, and they're, you know, people will take advantage of that. And you just, you know, all I can say is, man, like, if you want to know my opinion, it's just best to, like, I mean, I can't speak for everybody. That's why I want to say, like, it's hard to really speak on that, because everybody has different, you know, priorities, morals, and, you know, I mean, I just like, basically, I just gotta, like, you know, it was some weird guy, you know, came up to me and he wanted to, you know, propose something. And, you know, I mean, to each his own, you know, I'm not against anything LGBTQ, you know. It just, I don't know. I just feel like coming on today, not to talk about that in particular, but to talk about, you know, just to give you an update on where I'm at, you know. I'm not really asking you guys, I'm not on here to ask you guys for any money or anything like that. I just want, if anything, just to like this video. You know, comment down below, you know, if you would want me to go more into detail about, like, being homeless and, you know, maybe how I deal with situations like that, you know, with, like, somebody like a man, I mean, same sex type situations where they try to get you in those situations and, you know, make a little proposal for you for a little bit of money or whatever, if that, you know, because this is not the first time somebody has tried to do that, you know, and they try to, like, you know, propose sex or excuse me, a favor, you know, a sex favor or, you know, party favor, whatever, I don't know. Anyways, you know, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, you know, and just come with me on this journey, you know. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video. Y'all stay blessed.